morning, children. In the time after the exile, there was also a teacher and priest of God called Ezra. Ezra lived in Persia, and he taught the law of God to the Jewish people, and he became well known. Even the king knew about him. God gave Ezra a desire to go back to Israel and to Jerusalem to teach the people there. And so Ezra went and asked the king if he could go. And do you know what the king said? The king said yes, he could go. And the king said more than that. He said any other Jewish people who wanted to go with Ezra could go with him. And also the king gave Ezra lots of gold and silver plates and platters and gifts for the temple. That those gold and silver things were worth several million rand. You see, the king had been affected by knowing about the true and living God. When the Jews were forced out of the land of exile about 150 years before, it was because of the sin of idolatry. But they gave up that sin of worshipping idols, and many of them served the true and living God only. And they told the people round about them about the true and living God. We know that Daniel told King Nebuchadnezzar, and he told King Belshazzar, and he told King Darius about God. We know that Queen Esther told King Xerxes, and we know that King Cyrus also came to know about God. But it wasn't only the kings who came to know about God. The ordinary Jews told the ordinary people around them about God, and so people came to know about the true and living God. And in the same way, we need to tell our friends about God. So many of our friends don't know about the true God who made them and who made all things. Well, back to Ezra. When Ezra left, there were about 6,000 or 7,000 Jews who went with him. And these Jews had to go on the whole way down to Jerusalem. It was a long journey, almost as far as going to Cape Town. And it was going to be a slow journey. They had to walk or ride on camels or donkeys. And it could be a dangerous journey with robbers and bandits on the way. Ezra didn't want to ask the king for soldiers to protect him because he was going on the Lord's business. And so he and the people prayed to God that God would protect them and give them journey's mercies. And God answered their prayers. So after about 4 months, Ezra arrived in Jerusalem. And soon after he arrived, he discovered one thing that made him very sad. Many of the men of Israel who'd gone down before him had decided to marry heathen wives who still worshipped idols. As we said, it was the sin of idolatry that led God to sending the Jewish people into exile. And by having wives who didn't love God, these men would very soon be tempted to worship in the idols too. And so Ezra once again prayed to God. And God answered his prayers once again. The men repented. They decided that they would put away the heathen wives who didn't love and worship God, but worshipped idols instead. At the same time as Ezra, there was another man called Nehemiah. Now, Nehemiah, well, let me tell you about Nehemiah next time.